Classic Gold Radio New Brighton 102.1 Bananarama. I heard a rumour at 9:10. The smell of coffee now in our
The Radio Heritage Foundation, which is what we look after, it's a charitable trust. We protect and preserve New Zealand's broadcasting heritage, and one of the areas that we've been really concerned about is local radio. These are the low-powered FM stations you find all around the country. And we've been maintaining a guide of those, and after the earthquake we looked at and we said, oh gee, a lot of these stations have been knocked off the air. And so I went to my list of contacts that we built up over time, and somehow Chris had got hold of me, and he started phoning me at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not a morning person at the best of times.
He phoned me up, he sent me an email or something, it was so long ago, now it was only a week ago. He said, do you know anybody who has a portable radio station? And I said, yes I do. And I said, well, why don't you move it to New Brighton? Chris said, I'll see if I can get a licence. Now this has to be a record, Alan, because we are currently 10 days, we're on air from the idea. I've never seen a government department work so fast. 4.5 days, they generated us a licence at no charge for 3 months and said, here you are, no charge to you, where would you like it, how long would you like it for, and basically handed to us on a plate because we were doing the community radio thing. Marvellous. A very good morning, nice to have you with us today. Today is a very auspicious day for us and for Trish. We've been hassling Trish now for the last week and a half, I suppose, bending her arm and breaking a few rules to get this radio station up and running.
With your radio station arriving and all the things that means for us, we're delighted to have you here to be part again of what's happening in our community and to make sure that the people in Brighton know what is happening, where it's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, where the working toilets are. Full caravan here, which is being flanked by our lovely assistants, the Central New Brighton staff and riggers, and we will declare the Classic Gold Radio New Brighton station open.
Classic Gold Radio New Brighton 102.1 FM. Come on down to Central New Brighton School. We are broadcasting from our caravan. 2.5, 3 years I think I've had on little small stations, and 1 year at the broadcasting school.
How old are you?
19.
That's pretty young to be taking something like this on. Is this what you'd like to end up
This
doing?
is what I love doing. I've been an avid radio listener since I was probably 7 or 8 or something, so I actually learnt a lot just from listening to what other people did on the radio. I think in the next few years there'll be a point where everyone gets sick of the Auckland-based networks and small local stations will start popping up all over the place, giving people that community feel, those notices, that just the little things, John's down the road is open, he's selling whatever, it's an important thing we need.
There's 14 cubicles in total, 6 men and 8 women. That's open from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. at night, 7 days a week. And also right opposite us is a drink station or water station where people come fill up their water bottles as well, courtesy of the Red Cross.
That's a kind of local information. So what does it mean to people? It means a local voice, very accessible, walk past the radio station. Oh, really? Okay. Well, look, could you put out a message to my mate who's just across the road there, see? Give them a wave, what have you. All that sort of really local, touchy-feely stuff. A lot of things happening around the area, too much to be able to reel off the top of your head, but what's most important about getting messages out there at the moment?
One of the big messages to remember out there is that help's still available, that the police are 24-hour service.
This is live and local radio where people can come down to the station the old-fashioned way. We haven't got playlists, we haven't got formats. The format is for the people of New Brighton and Eastern Christchurch.
This must have been ordained in very high places because I've never seen anything slot together so beautifully and so nicely. And I thank God actually for the fact that we've been able to do this and to provide a positive message. The doom and gloom still goes on. There are all sorts of problems out there, but if we can give a fresh, cheerful, upbeat approach to what's happening in this little community, then I think we've achieved most of what we want to do.